Okay, so don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm taking a break from watching a fucking holiday date movie, right? I couldn't wait till December. There's 3 whole fucking days left, and I just couldn't wait, apparently. So I'm watching a holiday romance movie. And I gotta tell you, it's kind of fucking hilarious. Okay? Like, I'm laughing. I think it's great. Also, I'm just thinking in my head, I would be okay with this happening to me. Except for this scenario couldn't possibly happen. Because I am a cave lizard and I don't do social functions or gatherings. And I'm not from here and I don't have any family here. And so, yeah, no, like, would never happen. So here we are. I'm only a little late. I was in the middle of setting up my planner, which I've pretty much been doing all day. Catching up on November, making sure everything is either moved forward, canceled, noted, checked off, whatever. I was watching Holiday, and I won't spoil it for you if for some reason you want to watch it. But it kind of is exactly what it's entitled, really. Holiday plus dating. Yeah, there you go. So, anyway, the premise of the movie is just nuts. Not that any like holiday related romances are realistic, right? We've all seen at least one Hallmark bit of nonsense, right? You know, girl randomly returns to small town to meet this guy who's been there the whole time, who's fantastic, some bullshit like that, right? They're all ridiculous. Like every single one of them. But, they're kind of cute. And, maybe it's because there's no fucking way. There's no way. There's no way. It's not realistic. But, much like the novels I read, not gonna happen. Why? Why? Because I don't leave my house. So, hold on. Let me find some wood to knock on real quick. This is like wood. There we go. So, anyway, um, where I work, which it doesn't matter, but my day job, I saw a customer, if you will, and they said something about, oh my gosh, you work here and you haven't caught COVID, and I was like, nope, I'm a cave lizard, and this lady just looked at me like, what? And I'm like, I get up, I go to work, I come home. I don't socialize with people. I don't hang out. I don't go out. I don't do anything. Now, I left out the fact that I do go to the gym 5 days a week. I left out the fact that I still have to, like, run errands and shit, other humaning stuff. And, like, as much as a lot of people take care of being more solitary by, right, ordering their groceries in and stuff like that, yeah, I don't do any of that. So yeah, right? Like, I'm a cave lizard. And I attribute that to why I have managed to not get the vid. Now, that said, I have a friend, well, bestie, like the friend, right? Capital TH, got it finally, like, after quite a while. And, I think it's kind of amazing it took her as long as it did to get it, because everybody in her area is kind of extremely lackadaisical. So, like, theoretically, the exposure, like, chance is just higher where she was, like, probably just because nobody gave a fuck. So there's that. But, like, other than that, though, yeah, no. Other than that, no. Now, I don't know, like, if we were to, like, do this ratio wise, like, who literally stands a better chance, because I'm in a more populated area and whatnot, but she's around, like, kids more, right? And people who just were not socially responsible, and where I work now, people have, like, you have to be socially responsible or you will be spoken to. I don't know. And I don't think my immune system is, like, particularly grand or anything, right? It's fucking average, right? That said, you know, a lot of people get the flu, like, every year. Yeah, I don't. And yeah, flu shot or not, I don't generally get the flu. But again, I'm a cave lizard, and I think that has something to do with it. Now, yeah, I don't know that that's scientific, but we're going to go with that's the reason. Cave lizard. Yeah. So anyway, the movie's cute. I stopped it to come on here and knit because I need to get back into my Twitch habits. It's Sunday. It is Sunday, right? It's totally Sunday. That's great. I mean, it's terrible. I hate that it's Sunday. I wish it wasn't Sunday. I wish it was Friday still. I have been working steadily. So I've been creating content. I have got a nice amount going. I've either got content or drafts for content, like, worked up. Not, like, for any specific amount of time. Like, I'm working through December right now. Not that December's, like, literally not days away, okay? But, like, I just recorded a video for, ow, my ear. Let's see. Biscuits. I don't know, peeps. Hold on. Let me rock. If I, like, turned it to, like, a page where I could actually see a date, that'd be helpful. The 18th. Yes. So I just recorded the video for the 18th of December. And I haven't uploaded it or anything. The 19th is going to be something I have to draft the date of. But I can make, like a placeholder. I'll have to do the 20th. That one's going to get done. I don't know, like biscuits. Yeah. So, yeah, that's happening. I don't think we're worried. Oh, no, I am worried about, I think the 20th. I think the 20th is going to be a placeholder. The 20th or the 21st, well, because Yuletide. And then I've got a couple, like, there's a couple more placeholders I'm going to set up. I was doing all the Ask Me Anything posts, like I was setting those all up. What do you call it? For next year. I've got like drafts open to like save and whatnot and like schedule, because that's a post that I don't have to do anything for to post it. Like, I just have to set it up. That's all. Woo! Yeah, friends. Okay, let's see if we can, like, get farther away from my hands. Let's see how far we can go. Okay, just because I am trying to make it so that you're not, like, focusing too much on my hands. Is anybody else ready to see a different fucking color than this one? I am. Oh, I was thinking about a sock goal the other day. So, it takes me like 40 hours to make socks. So let's rewind that conversation. First of all, I was thinking, oh, you know what would be neat if I made 12 pairs of socks next year. Yeah, like one each month. And then I was like, okay, well, is that actually physically possible? And I'm like, you know, that's a really good question. I don't fucking know. Because it takes me 40 hours to make, like, ish, like 40 to 45 hours. So I guess we could say 50 if we wanted to be conservative about it. Never want to be conservative about anything, ever. Anyway, so if it takes me, like, 50 hours to make a pair of socks, and then I can only knit for 2 hours at a time, like, max, before my hands the next day are going to be like, I hate you, you bitch. Oh, you know what I should do? Hold on. We should do this. So I've muted the TV just in case, like, it does the thing because it's on Netflix. by the way. And I don't know if it's gonna be like weird and be like, oh hey. Um, by the way, at like 9 o'clock we're cutting this off, so we're not gonna quite make. We're not gonna quite make an hour. Okay, I'm sorry. Now, if somebody comes in and we start in a conversation, like it might happen. Okay, like that happens. But you know, I know like the hour minimum is supposed to be where we're at, but really we've made it like a half hour minimum, which I know is like nothing. But anyway, so I was like, maybe you should do some math. I'm like, first of all, math is yucky. I don't want to do any math. Second of all, no, that's actually probably a great idea. Because socks are only my weekend project right now. And my weekend project really is actually just anything that's personal. And technically, I actually have another weekend project going on right now. Well, another one that should be a weekend project. And I haven't been working on it, like at all. But I'm supposed to work on work stuff during the week. Like, that's the whole point, right? That's what we're getting at. And that's like a max of 5 hours. So I expect that I'll have 7 hours a week to work on projects, which, by the way, is nothing. Like 7 hours a week in a month, like if I were to just work an hour on my socks, like every time, in a month I wouldn't get a pair of socks done, right? Because that's if I did the hour, like 31 days. Yeah, no, I need another 10. So, yeah. I guess maybe we should do the math though. Like, where is it? So, if it's an hour a day, we're talking 365 days. So, 365 hours. Okay, oh my god. Are we really doing this right now? Is this happening? Oh my god, I think it is. Getting out the calculators. It's terrible. Let's see. Let's see what's like a realistic amount. I think I decided, so I said 12 would be great, but 6 is probably more realistic. I was right. Like 6 is more realistic. So if I worked every day of the year, okay, 365 days, and knit for an hour on a pair of socks every day of an entire year, I would be able to get 7 pairs of socks done. So really it's 14 socks. I mean, if we're honest about it, right? That said, it's not realistic, right? Because ideally I would want to knit, like, spend 2 hours max. So if I could knit for 2 hours every day, I don't think that's possible, by the way. I could get, so if I knit for 2 hours every day, I could totally get 12 pairs of socks, like, done in a year. It's 14.6, by the way. So I could totally get 12 pairs of socks done. If I knit, I'm not doing that, though. That's not what's happening. Pardon me. Sorry. So, yeah. That's weird. I don't even know what to think about that. I also feel like for the amount of sock yarn I have, and I can, like, let's just say I got just 12 a year, so 1 a month, even though that's totally not how that works. Hold on 1 second. Oh my god, I thought I was dying for a second. Sorry. Hey, I have like drinks next to me. I should drink one of them, right? Yeah, sure. Anyway, I don't know how much sock yarn I have. I have a lot, though. I actually have all of it next to me, like, right now. And by next to me, I mean behind me. My lungs are trying to make me look bad, by the way. Let's see. Let's see what Ravelry has to say about how much sock yarn I have. Because of all the sock yarn I have, I know that I know. So here's the thing, okay? If this is the thing, if this is the goal, if we're gonna have like a pair of socks a month, if we're gonna make that like my personal knitting goal for 2023, right? Which I've been thinking about like making that a thing. If we're gonna do that, I totally have to finish these bad boys before the end of the year. Like, I have to. And then I would have to start like on the 1st of the year and then new pair of socks. I'd have to like wait. And that doesn't feel realistic, by the way, like at all. Like at all. Let's see. Oh, first of all, filters, wait. Okay, so this claims that I have, hold on. Oh, biscuits. Okay, so this claims I have 84 contenders. Now, realistically though, like we need to see how much is actually left. So we're gonna go minus 1, 2, I think 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if I bought those for that. We'll assume that I did. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is really complicated. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I have 61 pairs like sock yarns left. Based on what I have left, what is actually going to be made into socks, because some of the stuff I don't have enough of, and some of the stuff it wasn't meant for socks anyway, and so it doesn't count. All right. And then if I say, it'll take me a little over 5 years, I think, because 60 divided by 12 is 5. Yes, it'll take me 5 years and some change, like a little bit, to make all the socks. And that's if I don't, okay, that's if I don't buy any more sock yarn. That's laughable. That's totally gonna happen. Okay. And if I only make 12 pairs of socks a year, and so that means I don't think that's realistic. I don't think any of that's realistic. That sounds like that's made up. That's not what's gonna happen at all. That's okay though. That's totes okay. Oh my gosh. lemon water to the rescue. So, in 5 years, I could have 60 pairs of socks. Speaking of pairs of socks, I should absolutely wear some of my handmade socks. Like, I should wear them. I know that sounds ridiculous. Like, oh my gosh, why aren't you wearing your handmade socks? Well, Karen. Well, Bob. Yeah, no. I don't want to have to hand wash them in the situation that I'm in right now. And theoretically, socks need to be washed like daily. And I am totally not going to want to do that. And I only have 5 pairs of socks right now. 4 pairs of socks right now that are handmade. That are done, I think. I think that's right. One of them is totally a bad fit because I know that they won't like stay up. That would be the other thing. I want to get some sock garters. Yeah, like that's like a thing. Because handmade socks are notorious for stretching out, and then good luck keeping them up. That is what she said. But, like, seriously, hold on. Whoa! I know I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be knitting. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. But I'm looking stuff up. Because I wanna. And you can't stop me. Damn it. So, let's see. Okay, so... First of all, we want sock garters. Somebody's like, what is the point of sock garters? I'm like, keep those bad boys up, that's what. Oh, some of these are ridiculous. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking about buying a pair. I am not even joking. This is so hilarious that I'm looking at these right now, by the way. Seriously though, like after a day of wear, these bad boys will totally slip down your leg. They will. And I would be sad-faced. Now, I need a pair that are adjustable. I know that. Because most of my socks are actually knee height. So this would have to go above my knee. And I would have to be able to stretch it over my knee. Which actually might render this, like, incapable of doing its job. Does that sound terrible? Because it does. Oh, that's funny. There's one from this place called Sock Dreams. That kind of looks like a hand knit sock though. That's why it's catching my eye, by the way. By the way. Ooh. Interesting. There's some of these where they're like literally just a band around. Oh, is that what the fuck a garter belt is for? Everybody shut up. Stop making fun of me. But like, no, seriously, is that what the little thing is for? Because I don't know what it's for, but there's the garter belt, like the actual belt. And then there's like the little scrunchie, right? The leg scrunchie. That's what it looks like. Don't judge me. Skeleton sock garters. Okay, I kind of like these because they look like fun and they look like they're made for knee-high socks, and that's what I need. That's what we need. I'll also take these because these are adjustable. Now, I gotta tell you, if I was hooking up with some guy, not that I would ever, right? And my man had some sock garters and like was like we're getting dressed to go out to something, and he came in like half dressed, socks, boxers, buttoning up his shirt with sock garters on. I gotta tell you, I would fucking laugh. I would. That shit right there would happen. 100%. And, like, let's just say, Dream Guy on point would roll with it and just make it more ridiculous. Like, that's the energy we're looking for, people. Okay, that's it, right? Just he would come at me with some ridiculous ass fucking accent or voice, you know, bouncing the eyebrows and everything, and I would not be able to keep a straight face, and I would have to turn away because I would be turning, like, I don't know, several different shades of color because I'd be laughing so hard that I couldn't fucking breathe. That would happen. That would totally happen. And it'd be great and hilarious. Yeah. So I just went there. This conversation brought to you by Bitches Knitting Socks. Yeah? Yeah. But, like, seriously. So, now what I can do is we can test the fortitude of my socks tomorrow by varying a pair and just seeing how sturdy they are. Let's see. Alright. We can make that happen. Why not? Why not, peeps? Why not? Now I gotta tell a friend about this. She's gonna get a kick out of it. She's gonna be like, what? And I'm like, but seriously, we kind of need that energy. I think she's gonna be on board. I don't know that she would want to experience that. Okay? Right? And she doesn't knit or wear hidden made socks, so I don't think it's, like, relevant. But yeah. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be fucking great. Alright. Let's all conspire with the universe to make this shit happen. Because it'd be fucking amazing. I think it'd be great. It'd be fantastic. So, back to our movie. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, because, like, I really don't. But there's a character that, you know, guy seems like a really good catch, right? Like, he really does. He doesn't seem like a good fit for the main femme character who is, like, dating men, right? Like, that doesn't seem like, no. And it gets proposed to her, like, hey, well, what about this guy? And she's like, yeah, I don't know. And honestly, no, I can see that. I can see how that would totally not work out for her, because she's kind of a trash fire, right? And I would know, because so am I. And this guy looks like he's got his shit together. And I wouldn't wish me on anybody, to be honest with y'all. Like, seriously, no. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. No, no. Meanwhile, I can hear Mr. Owl I haven't talked to him like all weekend because it's like family stuff and he has like family. So I have let him enjoy his family time and not pestered him. Also, I was like working, so I wasn't trying to talk to anybody. I talked to friends like a little bit, but I was honestly not trying to talk to fucking anybody. Anyway, um, I can hear him saying, "Oh, you're not that bad." I'm like, meanwhile, to which I would reply, "Well, thanks for the vote of confidence. Appreciate it." Like, I mean, have you met me? Which would be this running joke because the answer to that actually is no. We're not online friends. We just live far apart. It's a never mind. That's what that story. It's a never mind. And bless his heart if he ever like hears me talk about him. Not that I would do anything like if like he raised an eyebrow at me, I'd just be like, I mean, shrug emoji, guy. Like, what do you want? Like, you've talked to me, you know how I am. Like, why are you surprised by any of this? Like, come on, come on, come on. Be ridiculous. Yeah, that's the good thing about me, I guess. I don't alter myself like really for any reason in any circumstance. Like, the one thing I do is I try not to say fuck at work. Okay? That's that's pretty much it. That's it. That's because sometimes I'm around children. Um, Meanwhile, don't mind me. Don't mind me. So, here we are, peeps. Just plugging away at our sakis. I'm so ready for these to be done. I can hear somebody say, "Oh, they're so pretty." No, I'm like, no, they're really not. They're kind of fugly. Oh yeah, so here's more things about socks. So I have been recording like content, right, this whole time, right? For my YouTube channel and Patreon and whatnot. Anyway, one of the things I shared was a fantastic colorway that will, I think it's gonna show up in December. I think it's when I post about it, but I'm not sure. I think so. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And I was thinking to myself while I was doing this video, I'm like, you know what you could do? You could go ahead and do all of your what's your who's it's, right? You could do all of your ends, okay, of sock, like get your scraps together. Because I've got all my sock yarn like out of my closet now. And I'm like, you could just go ahead and measure out all of the remnants that you want to have. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I could. And I'm like, and I was thinking about it. But then I thought to myself, I'm like, you know, are you gonna have any idea like what colors are what? And I'm like, in a 5 gram ball, no, actually, I'm not. And it'll kind of be more fun to like slowly see the amounts, like the collection grow, right? It'll kind of be fun to do that. And that requires me to only take off the scrap remnant from the socks when I start like before I start the socks, right? That's the only time it'll make sense to do that. Or it's not the only time it'll make sense. That's the most sensible time to do it. I'm like, it is the most sensible time to do it. I'm like, it is. So, here we are. So I decided against it because I was like, you know, because I'm not going to get to the scrappy socks like anytime soon, probably. And a lot of my socks, I don't know, are going to be from like wildly different brands. Like this one is by Nicole Studios. I think I have one other one that's already made up that's by Nicole Studios. And then I think I have 2 or 3 more. But that is not going to be enough yarn from that particular maker or that brand or line of yarn, right, to make a pair of socks. Okay. So if I want to make a pair of by Nicole Studios like socks, and that's it. That is scrap socks. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. This is not. So, right, and some of the stuff, like, I guess a lot of the sock yarn I have, I don't have enough, I think, to have remnants from an entire brand. I don't think so. Because you need 50 grams is one sock, right? So I'd have to have 100 grams. And 100 grams total I guess 50 grams total, and like 5-gram increments means I'd have to have 10 different colors from one sock, like line, like brand, right? And I don't think I have 10 of anybody. So that's not going to happen either. Oh well. I also have, like, most of my sock yarn is not solid. Most of it is like this, right? Wild variations of, like, random color changes. Like, these color changes are relatively short. So you get, like, a couple of stitches per color, max. Then I've got some that's, like, plied, like my Shapple? I think that's how you say it. That one's plied, and that's how the color change. So the color change, it's just like kind of marled the whole way through, right? And then I've got one opal. Opal is like notorious for some wild ass colors, and I'm like a little upset that I only have one ball of opal. I need more. I've also got some Lang yarns. I've got like 1 or 2 Biscot. Maybe? Yeah, I don't have a lot of anything, actually. Patons is probably going to end up being the one I have the most of. Speaking of, I need some more sock yarn. Duh. Obviously. I'll have to, like, check my stash, though, before I go to the store next, so I don't, like, buy one I already have. Because I think I bought all but one color I wanted. So this is a case of when you go to the store, have your fucking yarn app up and, like, have it open. And then, like, look it up and make sure you don't have that color right. And I'm like, genius. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. I kind of want to put all of these right here in like one little baggie or something. So I can like label them and just be like, okay, that's it. Maybe I will do that. I do have little tiny baggies, which will suffice for what I have now. And I'll just like write in marker. So speaking of TV and like watching shit, I watched all of Wednesday this weekend. So naturally, at the end of my weekend, I watched The Addams Family and Addams Family Values. I haven't seen the Addams Family reunion, and I gotta say, I love Tim Curry, but I don't want to see it. I'm pretty sure I've never seen it. Yeah. That's happening. So. I can't believe that November's fucking like over now. Hey, it's exactly a month to Friend's birthday. Okay. I have no idea what I'm gonna get her. I was thinking about making stuff, but of course, like, nothing I make has she any interest in, which is fine. Like, it's not personal, it has nothing to do with me, and it's not an affront. I do have one thing that I've been meaning to make that I have not touched. I don't have everything I need to make it, which is why it's not happened yet. So there's that. There's that. I've also had these wild ideas about other things I want to make, because I want to make all the things like right now. Like, so here we are, it's almost 9 o'clock, right? We've got 10 more minutes of knitting, so I think we've got the rest of this round, and then maybe 2 more rounds, maybe max 2. And I want to like stay up forever, but I have to get up at, oh my god, o'clock in the morning. I also have, I think I have class on Tuesday. I don't actually know. I don't know. You know, I think so. Because we didn't have class Thursday, because, you know. I'm pretty sure that happened. That's okay though. Like, oh no, look at you trying to run away. Don't do it. Oh my gosh, Kristen, yeah. Kristen Chenoweth is in this movie, and I'm pretty sure it's her, and she's fucking ridiculous. And that's kind of why I love her character, because she's fucking ridiculous. She is also, by the way, her character is having a good ass time. And I approve this message. Looks like a win to me, so. Yeah. I really liked her as Easter in American Gods. I think she was an excellent choice. She was all like bubbly and like happy and smiles, and it was just like really ridiculous. But that's kind of why it's awesome. Yeah. I need to get back to writing as well. I haven't written in a while. I haven't even read my writing in a while. I need to. I need to explore some other genres so I can get a feel for, I don't know, I guess portrayals, and see if I can expand my ability as a writer. Like, I don't know. I have to talk to a writerly friend of mine about this. Get their input. It'll be Twig, by the way. We're going to talk to Twig about it. And yes. Oh my gosh, did I tell y'all that I'm thinking about doing social work for school? Can we all appreciate how ridiculous that is coming from me? It is. Just want you to know. It sounds like what? Meanwhile, I told Friend this, and Friend was like, oh no, that sounds like a great idea. And I'm like, what? Like, are you okay? Are you feeling alright, Friend? And the question is, I don't know. Well, the answer is, I don't know. I haven't talked to Friend all day today. But I've also been trying to, like, work and get stuff done, so that's why. Because my work is content creation right now, and that requires me to make lots of videos, lots of audios, and I am using my phone to do all those, so I can't do them and talk to her. I mean, I could if I talked to her, like called her some other way. Like I Skyped her or talked to her on Messenger. But that one's a little honky-tonky, wonky-donky. And I would have to, like, do other things. And when I'm making videos, like maybe the video is going to be like 5 or 6 minutes long. Maybe it's going to be like 25 minutes long because I get distracted and think of just random shit like in the middle of my talking. Because while I have a notes, I call them, it's not a script. It's not a transcript. It is a vague, outline, like a light bit of writing about like what I'm talking about. So if you want like the important details, they're in there. Okay, right? That's what's going on. But like, yeah. Yeah, having 4 days off is going to make Monday really unpleasant, by the way. I am not going to want to get up. I am not going to want to go to my day job. I am not going to want to do anything. I'm not. I already know this. Like, the weekend is bad enough, but like 4 whole days, oh yeah, like those screw me up so badly. I know I'm not the only one either, but like really, I'm gonna have a hard time tomorrow. All that said, stuff and things. It's okay. It's okay. It could be worse, and it's not, so we'll call it a win. Yeah, so here's what's going to happen. I technically have time to do one more if I'm going to end this at 9. But I think it took me... I don't even think I have time to do one whole round. Because I was at what? Like 54 when I did half of a round. So yeah, I think we're going to call it good. We're going to call it done. So we didn't quite make it to 9. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine, y'all. It's fine. So here we go. This is the progress. It's going slowly but surely. We are, whoa now. We are this much leggy. I see that at work sometimes and people just are like, what? And I'm like, you don't know what leggies are? Like, what's wrong with you people? Anyway. Here we go. God, they're fucking ugly. It's this weird static thing going on. So, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. If you're catching this replay later before it leaves Twitch, thanks. Awesome. Cool. Glad you made it. If you're watching this, oh my goodness, you're late. I'm leaving. If you're watching this later on YouTube, thanks for hanging by on the channel. You're welcome to follow me so you can see the next time I work on stuff. However, you're late because I'm leaving.